It's a truly heartbreaking moment for fans of country music all around the world. We have just received devastating news about award-winning singer Gretchen Wilson, a voice that defined an entire generation of fans who loved her fiery spirit and raw honesty. Reports have now confirmed what so many of us were fearing. Gretchen has been facing a deeply personal and painful situation that has now been officially acknowledged by those close to her. Before we get into the full story, let's take a moment to remember just who Gretchen Wilson is, and why her name carries such power in the world of country music. Born on June 26, 1973, in Pocahontas, Illinois, Gretchen Wilson rose from humble beginnings to become one of Nashville's most celebrated country stars. Her debut single, Redneck Woman, wasn't just a song, it was an anthem. It gave a voice to millions of women who felt proud of who they were, no matter where they came from. Her debut album Here for the Party sold over 5 million copies and made her an instant star. She wasn't the polished Nashville product, she was authentic, raw, and full of heart. But behind the fame and fire, Gretchen always carried a deep sense of struggle and resilience. Those who knew her closely often said that Gretchen had one of the biggest hearts in country music, always ready to help, always genuine, always real. However, over the years, Gretchen slowly began stepping out of the spotlight. Fans noticed fewer performances, canceled tours, and moments when she seemed to disappear completely from the public eye. At first, many thought she was simply taking a break. But the truth, as we've now learned, was far more serious. Recent reports have confirmed that Gretchen Wilson has been struggling with serious health and emotional challenges that have deeply affected her ability to perform and connect with fans. Those close to her have confirmed that she's been under medical supervision and has been prioritizing her recovery and peace of mind. While the exact details remain private, as they should, sources near the country star have said that Gretchen has been facing the kind of battle that tests not just the body, but the soul. And perhaps that's why this news hits so hard. Because Gretchen has always been more than just a performer, she's a symbol of strength. Her songs, her honesty, and her fearless approach to life inspired millions. But now, the very person who once lifted others up is in need of support and prayers from all of us. Fans from across the world have flooded social media with messages of love and encouragement. One fan wrote, "Gretchen helped me through some of the toughest times in my life. Now it's our turn to be there for her." Another said, "You've given us strength, Gretchen. We're sending it right back your way." As we move through this difficult update, it's important to remember the kind of person Gretchen Wilson truly is. Behind every chart-topping song was a woman who worked her way from bartending and performing in small bars to standing on the grandest stages in country music. Her life story has always been one of perseverance. Raised by a single mother and growing up in a trailer park, Gretchen learned early that life wasn't easy. She dropped out of school in the 9th grade, but she never gave up on her dream. That dream and her grit carried her all the way to the Grammy Award stage, where she would take home one of music's highest honors. But as fame grew, so did the pressure. Gretchen once admitted in an interview that the sudden success felt overwhelming. The spotlight, the constant touring, and the demands of fame left her exhausted. In her own words, she said, "It got to a point where I didn't even recognize myself anymore." And that's why, in recent years, Gretchen decided to step away, to find peace, to heal, and to reconnect with the parts of herself she felt she had lost. Unfortunately, the sad confirmation we've received now shows that her health has continued to be a concern. Those close to her have asked fans to respect her privacy during this time but have also expressed how much Gretchen appreciates the love and prayers being sent her way. Across fan communities, tributes have been pouring in, not just because of the news, but because of what Gretchen has given to the world of music. Her voice, her stories, and her fearless personality broke barriers and redefined what it meant to be a woman in country music. From Redneck Woman to Homewrecker, and When I Think About Cheatin', Gretchen's songs carried truth. They spoke to real people, to women who didn't fit the mold, to men who respected honesty, and to fans who just wanted music that felt like real life. Even though this chapter of her life brings sadness, it's also a reminder of how much she's accomplished and how deeply she's loved. And just maybe, this difficult time will serve as the beginning of her healing, a moment to rest, recover, and return stronger than ever. So tonight, as we send our thoughts and prayers to Gretchen Wilson, let's also take a moment to celebrate her, not for her fame, but for her courage. She's given us songs that made us laugh, cry, and dance. She's lived her truth, no matter the cost. And even now, as she faces one of the toughest battles of her life, she continues to inspire us all. If you've ever been touched by Gretchen's music, drop a heart in the comments. Let her know she's not alone. Because at the end of the day, true fans stand together, through the highs and through the hardest times.